Hello, welcome to another DSP video. I might have a ice cream problem, so I'll be eating that as I'm watching this. So let's get started. Mmm. Oh, come on.
Alright, hello everyone and welcome to the Week in Preview. It is July 31st, 2016. There's only about 4.5 hours left in the day as I record this video.
Let's check. That reminds me, let's check his Patreon because it is August 1st right now. He didn't reach the goal. R.I.P. Valiant effort for the people who did the final hurrah. So your donation went in vain.
And it's rare when I actually get to do a Week in Preview where it's the end of the month, meaning it's the final day. Tomorrow, we literally start a whole new month of stuff for you.
It's rare.
A full month of 31 days of August. And the way I can really end this month is to kind of conclude and say July was kind of a meh month, right? When you really look back at the month when it comes to gaming, I apparently have some powder or something here on my shirt. I didn't even see it until I started recording. Look at it.
Wow.
Won't come off. All right, whatever.
He starts instantly talking about, oh, I got chocolate on my computer. You got a scuff. You got a little dust on his thing. Okay, it's kind of sad that he's instantly talking about Patreon, but yeah, it's the month and it's the games that's the fault. How he made it in July. Now everyone told me, oh, it's because of the swatting and all this kind of stuff. That was in June. Swatting happened in June. Now that could trickle on to July. But I mean, still though, if he was able to reach the goal last year, how did he reach the goal? It's like that people are just naturally not donating to him anymore. But whatever.
When it comes to gaming, traditionally, there are 2 months of the year that are usually the slowest. January and July. I don't know why historically these months have always been kind of the slowest months, but they really all.
Well, January, because a lot of people are like recovering from Christmas. And the last thing people want to do is buy more stuff. So, yeah, you release a game in January, it's not going to sell that well because people are recovering from buying all these gifts for people. I mean, which is natural. July, it's the summer, people are on vacation. So, yeah, they're not all like DSP where they have to stay inside.
Always have been in the entirety that I've ever done gameplay for you and videos for YouTube. It's always been that way. Now, some years during the summer, I come upon a good idea or I get kind of a feeling and I do something and it really takes off.
He gets a feeling.
Sometimes it doesn't. Previous years, I remember one year I did a Grand Theft Auto marathon. Oh my god, that was like the best summer I ever had, right? Because people were loving seeing me play these Grand Theft Auto games for the first time in Rage or whatever. The bottom line is, in this day and age, there's very few major popular franchises that I haven't delved into yet, right? I mean, you could say, oh, well, what about games like Spyro, or what about this or that? Yeah, but the bottom line is the most popular games ever that people would probably want to see me do on YouTube for downtime, I've probably already done.
Just do other games then. Do games that no one would expect you to play. Like, again, if he plays Skullgirls Second Encore, I would watch that shit. But no, he's not gonna play that because it's too niche, dude. Like, I really can't believe this fucker can't be bothered trying experimental games. Oh, well, it's not major mainstream games for the views, but he's in a downtime. There's not a lot of new games coming out. he's gonna get the same views if he did obscure titles. It really makes no sense why he doesn't bother doing it. It really doesn't, and it's so dumb. And he's like, "Oh, it's the games, not me."
So it's very tough when I get a month like July now, where there was no new stuff to do, right? The stuff that was out there that was new was terrible, like the Ghostbusters game, and, you know, there was a DLC for Call of Duty that was good, but that's good for one session, and that's it. Some DLCs for Street Fighter V, but you get the gist here. There's no new games, no high-profile new stuff for the entire month. The month ended up being a pretty slow one, alright? Now, the good news is... the good news...
But everything that, and also the way that he explains Patreon, like, oh, the goal that you see subtracts the false pledges. You'd see the false pledges, but then I got rid of the false pledges. So it's like, I mean, the only way I could think of that he was trying to say is that Patreon would just assume pledges are fake pledges and not add the new pledges until, like, they clear or something. But that doesn't make any sense, because what math would Patreon be going off of to deduce that? Because if I put $50 in and it assumes it's a false pledge, how, I mean, are they gonna take 50 off the goal? But then if they take 50 off, then wouldn't they not add it to begin with? If it, like, really, this is really, I've said this before, but every time he explains something with money, it's very confusing, and the only times I've seen people explain money in that kind of way are con artists, are scammers, because they don't want you to know you're being ripped off, so they try to give you a roundabout way of explaining where your money is going. So that way, when you try to work it out in your mind, you're not going to be able to piece it all together by the time you give them the money. Or just, you know, it's going to sound legit, because some people might think he sounds like he knows what he's talking about, so I'll give him the money. But it's just, when you give someone money, it should really be simple. You should know instantly where that money is going, how it's being transferred, and all that. The instant charge sounds like a simple premise. The way from how the website described it is that once you give Patreon your credit card and all that, it gets instantly cleared and it goes straight into the amount. So I don't understand how suddenly there's this whole thing where it's like, oh, it deducts this, it assumes that. Like, no, because you said you got rid of the false pledges, so how is it still adding the false pledges? That doesn't make any sense to me. And that's honestly why I think that he has two goals in his mind. Like, the 1250 is like the max. Like, that's the max amount of money he wants to hit. But he has a goal underneath that he doesn't want to tell people, because he wants to make 1250 sound like an obtainable goal. Because if he just goes to the minimum immediately, then he'll never reach 1250. He has a goal in mind to pay the bills, but 1250 is like, he has enough for the bills and for himself. That's how I think that he's going about it, in my opinion. But it is what it is.
It is. August, unlike most Augusts, actually looks to be a very busy release month. It looks that this year, for whatever reason, they've jam-packed in a bunch of stuff into the month of August. I don't know if it's because they want to get it out before the hardcore gaming season starts in September, October, November, and those games get lost in the shuffle of all those new releases. Or maybe it's just that they're learning. And they're realizing that the summer is a viable time to release games because there really isn't that much competition. I don't know. But this month in particular, August coming up of 2016, is
yeah, 3 games. Oh, man. Crazy.
going to be a good one for new releases in gaming, alright? So I'm about to go into that in a moment. But the reason I'm really bringing all this up and talking about July is I just want to let everyone know there's 4.5 hours left as I record this video. But as of right now, it certainly looks like we are not going to be hitting our Patreon goal for the month. Right down there, patreon.com/darksidephil. And that's unfortunate, because we've hit that Patreon goal every single month since I started on Patreon in February of 2015. Now you may say, well, what happened? What went wrong here that we didn't hit the goal? Well,
What went wrong? Okay, so no one would assume that maybe not a lot of people donated. There's really nothing to go wrong other than people didn't want to donate. There's really this is just astounding how he comes up with an excuse for something that's so simple. There's no reason to give this excuse. Excuses here make no sense because you could just say, well, I guess people just didn't want to donate to the Patreon goal this month, and that's it. But no, obviously there's a reason. Let's listen to the reason why or how it went wrong.
there's a few things. Number one, this was literally a dead month. And
Oh,
it's hard.
it's the month. So all your hardcore fans didn't donate then. It, I don't know. And it's, I was watching Tevin's video last week, and he brings up a good point. No new viewer is going to instantly donate to him. And I'm surprised I haven't thought of come to that conclusion either, because I just thought it was kind of common sense either, as well, but he has been saying this kind of stuff every single pre-stream, I don't know what this was, every single pre-stream, every single weekend preview, every single video that he has done. He keeps talking about how he makes it sound as if new viewers are going to instantly donate to him. That's not going to happen. And it's going to be very, very interesting to see how how his Patreon's going to unravel over the coming months, because I do feel that this instant charge thing has probably scared people away from pledging, which I think, in my opinion, I think is kind of dumb that people are giving him shit for using this instant payment feature on Patreon. To me, that is really the best system that Patreon should use. To me, I think that's fine, because if I want to support you, I want that cleared. I don't like when I have to wait until it's cleared. I don't like that. I've been in situations where things went south when I had to wait for something to process, and then I was like, oh, and it's just kind of shitty. I like the instant charge where it's like you pay it and it instantly goes through. I mean, yeah, it does it this way so it can, so you can withdraw your pledge, but I think that should just be part of the instant charge anyway, because you can still get your money back regardless. You'll just have to kind of call Patreon, or file a submit somewhere that I want my money back, and that should be available. If not, then hey, your money's gone. But if you're upfront and straightforward about it, it's not gonna cause an issue. I just don't think that, him doing this instant charge is necessarily is bad and it's evil, and it's no, I don't think that's wrong at all, because I think that's just it should have, honestly, it should have happened earlier. I don't know why, like, he really should have switched close to when it actually was enabled, instead of waiting a month or so. I think you should have just done it earlier, to be honest, because I think it's a better system to get to clear pledges, and I think it's much more streamlined and simple. But of course, Phil, every time he explains it, it just sounds confusing, and and I think that as well scares his viewers away from donating, because he says that there's fake pledges, and just I don't know. It's weird when he tries to explain where money goes.
For me to bring people in to watch my stuff when it's like, what's Phil doing today? Oh, he's doing an ongoing playthrough of Persona 3 he's been doing since March. I'll skip it. What's he doing today?
But like, what he's... This logic is dumb, is actually dumb, because if I'm a fan of Phil, and I don't like what he's playing in July, I would still support him on Patreon, because I'm a fan of his. Like, I want him to succeed. I don't need to watch his videos to know that he has a Patreon. Like, if I'm a Because if I'm a hardcore fan of Phil's, I'm already a Patreon supporter, so I would probably keep donating every month regardless. So I really don't know, like, but of course it's him trying to make excuses for no reason. Like, it doesn't make him sound unsuccessful if he just said no one donated, because that just means that people don't want the Patreon's choice, or they just want you to finish Persona 3 before they pay it. And I think anyone with half a mind could have told Phil that he should have held off from even announcing the Patreon source. There should have been a different Patreon goal, because naturally, once he starts talking about the next Patreon goal, people are gonna be like, he still hasn't beat Persona 3. How do we know he's gonna beat Persona 3 in time for this? And it's just because he said he wanted to finish Persona 3 in June. Then it became July. Now it's August. Now it's this coming week. So
More Overwatch. She's already done that. I'll skip it. What's the new release this week that Phil's playing? There is none. Oh, I'll skip it. I'll be back when there's new games. A lot of people have that mentality. That's why sometimes when I play new games, I can get excess of over 1,000 viewers on stream and tons of views on the new game.
But those people aren't your fans, though, Phil. All those people that watch those new games are people who just swing by just to see the game. They're not fans, Phil. Fans are your subscribers. To be honest, like, the people who subscribe to you this is why subs matter, because subs give you an idea of your fan base. I mean, yeah, some people might not have subbed to this channel from my DSP channel or my main channel. That doesn't mean that I don't expect people who are outside my subs to come check my views. How frequently they do, I don't expect that, but I have at least an idea that. Look at both my subs. I have 73 subs and 75 subs of 73 on my main and 75 on this channel. So I have roughly like a 75 my fan base, I guess, I don't know, is roughly 75 people. I know I get like hundreds in views or whatever, which is fine. But that just means I have 75 people who are committed to watching my videos, which is also great. Then on my main channel, I have 71 people who are at least committed to check out my videos. Even though I don't get 75 views or 73 views on my main channel, it doesn't matter. But I have an idea of how many people are watching my videos, or at least interested in what I do. And that's the point. So I kind of forgot what my point was, unfortunately. Let's continue. Oh, God, no! Stop it! Stop it!
That's coming out. But when I just do kind of
oh yeah, these people who come in aren't his fans, because they don't subscribe to him. They don't come back at all because he's not entertaining. He's just saying, "Whoa, woo, woo, wow, boobs! Oh, woo, woo, oh, wow, dude!" Like, there's nothing. Like, he's a clown. He's a clown on YouTube, even though he doesn't want to admit it.
A downtime thing, you get only that real core group of viewers who watch it. So this has been a challenging month, and I really haven't been able to draw any new viewers to DSP Gaming for viewership, and because of that...
It's funny how my main channel, I have not uploaded a video in a few months now. I think my last video was in June, I think. Maybe early July, I think, because I did upload a Street Fighter 5 match. I did upload that. But I've gained subs, actually. I had like 68, went to 69, and now it's 73 or 75, and I gained views. And my channel, I don't do game playthroughs. I mostly do art stuff, and I don't think I'm a great artist either, and people still watch my videos. People liked my Theo Explains It video. I have some good comments. I got a few good feedback and criticisms on it, which I think I'm going to implement on my next one. But yeah, it's funny that I gained subs and at least somewhat of an attention on both these channels, and Phil can't get a single bit of attention, because the whole point of a YouTube channel is you have to be entertaining. You have to give content that people would like to see. And, you know, I do see that. I do think that people like Matthew Explains It videos because it's kind of sarcastic and it's played up as if, like, you know, I know what I'm talking about, but it's all wrong. Like, I get things wrong when I try to explain stuff. Like the last one I did was on Metal Gear, and I was like, oh yeah, like, but it says you have to be entertaining when you do these videos. You can't just be what he's doing, and what he's doing in his videos won't gain or garner any community, and people are just gonna leave because they're gonna see other people that are more talented or more entertaining than he is. Uh, you know, like, he's not tapping into a single market like my main channel. Again, I'm kind of plugging myself here like crazy, okay, I know, but I liked speed art drawings I would find on YouTube, and I was like, you know what? I would like to see more of these, but I also like to see them applied to, like, just, you know, instead of being like, well, this is how you draw and this and that. I just want, you know, this would be a great way to kind of like have a vlogging channel and have something going on than just me talking to a camera, which I think could be kind of boring. And I think having a little like art thing going on would make it more entertaining and not boring.
The pledges are down. You're right, you know. Now I do want to say this. I want to say thank you to those who did pledge for the month of July, and also those who upped their pledges today, because today like 3 people upped their pledges in an attempt to help. And just so you know, we are within right now, with 4.5 hours to go, we're within around $200 of hitting the monthly goal. There's still a possibility that we could hit it. It's just incredibly unlikely. So I almost want to feel like, no, we didn't hit it, rather than try.
Dude, he's like trying to get Miracle Pledge to come, and I did say that I did think that there would be a Miracle Pledge to go on, because that's what always happens with him. He always gets close to not hitting the goal, and then, like, either Brightside Viking, shout out to that fuckwit, but it would come in and be like, oh, I got money, Phil, here you go. Now I got my own personal Sonic 2006 playthrough. Thank you, Phil.
Try to get super hopeful, and then 4.5 hours. You know what are the chances that we're gonna get a bunch of people pledging that much amount of money in the last minute? I don't think it's gonna happen. Now, what does this mean? Because you remember the goal for this month was supposed to be that we were going to do a patron's choice playthrough in September. The way it was going to work was over August, people who pledged for July were going to nominate and vote on a game, and then I was going to play it in early September. Obviously, that's not possible. We're not doing the goal, all right? Now, I'm debating just rolling this goal over to August, having the same goal, all right? And if we hit the funding goal for August, then in probably the second half of September.
And I said this in my Patreon video. You could check that out if you don't know what I'm talking about. But his goals should be perks. They should be rewards for donating. His goals are dumb. It's just stupid. It's really stupid to be honest, because if I donate to a goal and it doesn't get reached, that instantly I don't get fueled to donate again. But if that was a reward, that, you know, like, he could be like, okay, every month I'm gonna be doing a patron's choice, and if you donate $5, you get to nominate and do all this kind of stuff. Like, do what you know. But have this be a recurring reward, and have your goals. You know, honestly, you could actually have a goal, and I think one of the people I covered in my Patreon video does this. Just have your goal being like, cover my basic necessities, and that honestly would be fine, because that could just be rolling over into other months, all that kind of stuff. But your rewards are stuff that, you know, you can flex your creativity more, because you got $5 be people who nominate, vote, whatever, for a patron's choice that happens bi-monthly or monthly, however you want to do it. Then $10 people can do like multiplayer with him or stuff like that. He could just hammer out the details himself if he ever decides to rework his entire Patreon, because right now it's not working. And I also went over another one, which was Mega64's Patreon, and they definitely revamped their website this year. Last year it was kind of okay, like it was fine. But then this year they're like, okay, we're gonna fix it, and theirs is actually the best Patreon I've seen, because you get physical goods with from $1 to $25. You get physical goods, and I mean, yeah, they're all done by sweepstakes and all that unless you pay for $25, then you get the physical meat stuff instantly, whatever. But with Phil, you get nothing for pledging. You get absolutely nothing, and if you try to reach a goal and it doesn't get reached, you're fucked. And that alone just burns you more because your money went to nothing. If it was like, oh, the goal is for basic necessities, I would still be fine to donate because I know what the goal is, and it's just that's a better goal. Like, yeah, it will. I already know that detractors and other people are gonna say, "Oh, look how pathetic Phil is. He had his goal be blatantly begging for money to pay his bills," but he's already doing that. At this point, it's really who cares. Honestly, that's basically what Patreon is anyway. Um, so there really is nothing wrong with him asking to pay for his bills because he already does that.
We'll start a Patron's Choice playthrough. Now, the problem here, sadly, is that October is insanely busy. Like, October, I don't think I'm going to have a moment to play, like, a downtime game. With the shit that I see that's coming out in October, some pretty crazy stuff. A few exceptions, maybe a few days here or there. So, I am concerned that what if we do a Patron's Choice playthrough as the goal? We hit the goal for August, great. So, within the first 2 weeks of September, patrons nominate and vote. I start it in September, but the next thing you know, in October, now I can't play the game at all. You know what I mean? That would be disappointing.
But the other thing is that now that it's instant charge, instead of how it used to be, he could just move everything up a month. Like, he could just do the voting and all that stuff through the month of August, and then just do it in September. Uh, because you can do that, and it would actually if you did, even if he did that, it would encourage more people to pledge. The only reason why he's doing this is because he wants to lock the people in who donated in August. He wants to lock them in like a contract. But since it's an instant charge website, they're already locked in. So he has to change it. He has to change something about his Patreon because he's staying on the same course and like like even like from when he started, it was this kind of like it's kind of going like this. He's going down, up, down, up, down, up, and then in June it's like kind of decreasing. It's kind of flatlining, and then in July it just kind of tips, and now it's like going straight down. Like it's basically pouring gasoline on. It's like a house that's on fire, and it's slowly deciding maybe I should pour gasoline on. And the owner is thinking maybe we should pour gasoline on it. Maybe that's gonna help. It's that thinking process of making the situation worse. If that makes sense.
So, I'm not sure what to do. I'm not sure what to do for the goal. I do know what the goal is going to be for August. Excuse me, for September. I already know what the goal is going to be for September. So I just need to figure out what should the patron's goal be for August. Obviously, if we didn't hit the goal for July, maybe the patron's choice isn't what I should be doing. But then the question is, what should I be doing? Marathons? Because every time I do a marathon, we seem to hit the goal. Another multiplayer event like I did a couple months back, we hit the goal for that.
See, now he knows he can do the multiplayer and maybe get away with it, but he's probably skeptical on the multiplayer because I really doubt he hit it. Everyone doubts that he hit the goal for the multiplayer, but he went with it anyway because he wants to show those naysayers or those skeptics how it would play out. That's how I see it.
So I need to think, what are the event style things that I should do? Please give me ideas. Please leave a comment, send me an email, darksidefil@hotmail.com, tweet me. What do you think should be good patron goals that are going to motivate people to pledge? I need to know. Because right now, obviously, using the same old thing isn't working anymore. It didn't work in July, all right? So, I'll let you know on Twitter with 4.5 hours left if we hit the goal or not today, but likely we didn't. Unless a ton of people come out of the woodwork and start pledging, or a few people do giant pledges out of nowhere. There's
PSV, save me! Come on, Brightside Viking. Come out and save me, okay? I want to do Patriots choice, okay?
really no way we're going to hit this goal, but we'll see. I don't want to be super pessimistic. All right. Now, in regards to this coming week, finally, the drought is over, ladies and gentlemen. Finally, after a month of pretty much nothing worthwhile checking out at all, we've got a new solid game release this week. We've also got the epic conclusion of the playthrough that I've been doing since March of 2016. There's a fun marathon coming up this week, which may turn into a full-length playthrough. And I'm going to be doing a little bit of odds and ends with expansions on things that I maybe have not had a chance to check out yet. Alright, so allow me to explain, and we'll see what people have to think about this coming week. I think it's going to be a pretty exciting one, alright? So, if you haven't seen it yet, over on my new YouTube channel, KOGaming, I started a couple days ago a new countdown series called The Worst Things About Modern Gaming. Right now, there's 2 parts spanning 7 counted entries into it, and I'm playing.
Those are the worst videos I've seen, and it's just bad. It's just bad. Like, I was part of me was genuinely interested in his like top 10 favorite boss villains or stuff like that. Whatever he said, that was interesting. I was like, oh, this could be interesting, but he probably couldn't think of any, so he went with stupid shit like this one. And I really think it's shitty that I have to wait until Monday for his countdowns. I mean, he can't upload them in a consistent schedule. He has to upload them like with 2 days apart or whatever. I mean, come on, Phil.
I'm finishing it up tomorrow, so allow me to explain. Tomorrow, my gameplay stream will be the end game portion of Persona 3. If you're not aware, yes, finally, I'm at the end of Persona 3. It took a ridiculous...
I feel like this should be a GIF, whatever, on Freedom Chat. Someone, because it's like he's raving or something. Like, yes, like I don't know.
Long amount of time. In fact, I've sunk more hours now into Persona 3, I believe, than I ever did in Persona 4. I could be incorrect there, but I'm almost positive I have. I think it's like around a 60-hour playthrough as it is right now. So, that being said,
take a sip.
Tomorrow will be a 3.5-hour Persona 3 stream. Will I beat the game? Will I not? I don't know. It's up for debate. Some people are saying, no, there's still like another 2.5 hours of story left. Then you got the final combat segment, and there's no way you're going to beat all that in like a half an hour. Some people have suggested I go long, but I can't do that because I need to finish up my top 10 worst things about modern gaming countdown series.
Dude, just go long. I mean, like, really? Like, I'm going to give you a little story time in my video making career, life, hobby, whatever you want to call it. Last year, I wanted to make a Kill la Kill review because I watched Kill la Kill and I wanted to do a review of it naturally because I like Gurren Lagann and I was like, okay, I'm going to do Kill la Kill. I don't think I reviewed Gurren Lagann, unfortunately, but I did review Kill la Kill. So I was about to go on vacation and I was like, okay, I'm so close to finishing this video. I just have to, do this art footage thing and maybe I can encode the video and put it on YouTube before I leave, and I can see how it goes over the time I'm not here. It'd be a great video to kind of finish and to say goodbye, basically. I got fucked because I was working on it, and then I was like, oh shit, I have to leave, and I was kind of stretching it as it is, and I was like, oh, I don't want to miss the flight, so I For some reason, I unplugged my tablet from my computer. It's just a normal tablet, not like a Cintiq or anything like that. I'm not that rich. I wish I had a Cintiq, but I just unplugged my tablet, and the painting application I was using froze, didn't save my work, and the footage of it was way ahead than my piece. So I was like, I have to restart from scratch. What was I? I had to restart from scratch. Like I went long to making the video, trying to make the video to work, and it didn't work out. But I still tried to do it anyway. He could do that. He has nothing. It's not like he has to catch a flight. That's what that. There we go. That's the point. See, I was trying to catch a flight. That's why my review of Kill la Kill got screwed up because I was rushing and I didn't save my work before I did all that shit. Phil, on the other hand, what is he doing tomorrow? Staying at home, playing Persona 3, and making a video. He's playing a video game and making a video. And I said this in my countdown video, in the countdown video. I'm very pretty sure, definitively sure, that he already recorded his lines. I really doubt that he didn't. I would be very surprised if he was like, "Oh, surprise! Need to record my lines, whatever." But that still doesn't take. I really doubt these countdowns take him a lot of time because it's just stock images and him just talking. That's very easy, and I really refrain from doing that on my main channel. If you look at my main channel, you can see I try not to do that. I have one video, my Kill la Kill review. I'll call it out. My Kill la Kill review. I decided to cheat and take the easy way out because I really did not feel motivated to start from scratch on the art footage portion, so I just recorded it and all that. I was lazy, okay? But he has no excuse because it's not like he lost his progress or anything. So it's fucking dumb. He can fucking do both. What a little baby.
Alright, so that's going to be released tomorrow night, which means I need time to work on it. So tomorrow is a balance between Persona 3 on stream and finishing up that countdown series on KOGaming. Alright, Tuesday, we've got a new release. Holy shit, we've got a new release. Can you...
DSP FEP, emoticon, GIF, whatever. At that moment, he got like a little semi right there.
You believe it? It's Batman the Telltale episodic series. That starts on Tuesday, so I'll be playing that as my gameplay stream. Now, traditionally, when Telltale starts a new series and they do a first episode, it's usually pretty long. Like, I remember, I believe it was Minecraft Story Mode, Tales from the Borderlands, and even Game of Thrones. I believe their first episodes were all 2 or more hours long. So I think setting it as my one gameplay stream...
I kind of feel like they're not, but whatever.
...for the day is the right thing to do, and it should fill it out. I could be wrong, watch them do like a 45-minute episode, who knows. But that's my plan, is that's going to be the gameplay stream for Tuesday, alright? Then Tuesday night, since a lot of people are excited to see, gee, could Batman translate into a Telltale-style game? Is it better or worse than Telltale's other series? A lot of people are fans of Batman, but not a fan of Telltale games, and they want to know, should we check this out? Well, Tuesday...
Honestly, Telltale makes fine games. I just think that Minecraft and Game of Thrones were the only two that I really had no interest in. But this one I'm interested in. I mean, I think they can tell a good story. I'm actually more excited for this Batman game because I really think it's going to capture the detective part of Batman better than the Arkham games, and I like that. I mean, the Arkham games have a good detective side. Don't get me wrong. I mean, that's great, but I think this Telltale game is going to capture it great.
Tonight, I'm going to be making a special mini review video of episode 1 of this Batman game for KOGaming, so you'll know, is it worth your dollar or not, okay? So that's cool. I get to play it and immediately review it all in one day on Tuesday. So Tuesday's all about the new Batman game for me. Wednesday, right now, I'm reserving...
That was a weird, like, motion he did.
...for the conclusion of Persona 3. Now, if I beat the game on Monday, then I don't need that time, and we can do something else, of which I'll talk about in a moment. But more than likely, I'm going to need that. This will be the big epic conclusion. If you've been waiting to see how the game's going to end, how I'm going to take on a lot of people have been saying the final boss apparently is one of the toughest and most complex ones in gaming history, and they can't wait to see me fight this final boss because I'm a longtime fan of JRPGs. We'll see. All right, so this is all going to happen hopefully on Wednesday, and we'll finish the game off on Wednesday, and then finally that ongoing playthrough is done, so we can stick a fork in it and say on to the next, because the bottom line is there's been a bunch of JRPG-style games that I've been very interested in playing that I've completely held off on because I've been playing Persona 3 for so effing long, and I don't want to commit to a game and say, oh, I'm going to play it, and then start playing it when I'm already doing another RPG. It wouldn't have worked, okay? So that's the good news. Is it looks like Persona 3 is on track. It will finish on Wednesday, okay? Thursday, big news. This is the marathon that you've all been waiting for, the marathon that patrons voted on throughout the entire month of July. It's the Sonic 2006 marathon. Starts this Thursday. It will start between 12:30 p.m. Pacific time and run for around 6 to 7 hours, as my marathons typically do. Typically, they end around 7:30 p.m. And, you know, I take a few breaks in between there because I need, obviously, sitting here for 6-7 hours. I need to get up, take a break, take a leak, and get a drink or whatever. But, as you know, Sonic 06, probably one of the worst.
Or whatever. Yeah, that's how he does it, because, you know, he can't get it up.
Games ever made. Everyone collectively agrees it is the worst Sonic game ever made. And I'm going to tough my way through it. Now, if people really like the marathon on Thursday, if they're really enjoying that, I'm raging at the pissed off gameplay, but then I'm
oh my god. I am really shocked that people are gonna get excited or entertained by this, because it's gonna be fake rage. I mean, like, when you watch Street Fighter 5, fucking online playthroughs, it's hilarious. It's the best thing he has ever uploaded. Too bad he's never gonna play that game. It's a fucking crime. And now he's like, oh man, I'm gonna play a game, I'm gonna get angry, and you guys are gonna love it. No. I mean, I get salty at Street Fighter 5, and if I had a gaming channel, oh boy, would I upload it, just because, you know, it's genuine salt. Genuine salt is the best salt, and, you know, because the thing is that Phil only feels embarrassed by it because he doesn't want to get enraged. But then with Sonic 06, he wants to hype it up because the game is bad, so he has a scapegoat to kind of beat. I mean, basically Sonic 06 is like kind of, you know, oh wow, look at this little thing that I could beat up, and everyone's gonna like clap and love it. But if I get salty at a game that people like, or, you know, whatever, then it might turn on me. The thing is that, like, if I play a game, let's say I play Skullgirls Second Encore or whatever, and I get salty while I'm playing it, I know I get salty in that game because I get fucking angry sometimes. Everyone gets angry. Rage is a basic human attribute. Everyone gets angry. So, like, to deny it is fucking stupid, and that's what Phil is doing, because he doesn't want to get salty because it might hurt his business. But then when Sonic 06, it's A-okay.
You know,
whatever.
People typically like it when I play an infamous game for both reasons. You like to see me play, you like my commentary, but you also like to see me rage at the bullshit part.
Then play Street Fighter 5. Come on, Phil. If that's why people watch your channel, then why are you depriving them of Street Fighter 5? Come on.
That's right. If you like what you see on Thursday, and people are enjoying it, I'm going to continue playing Sonic 06 as an ongoing playthrough for the next couple of weeks until I beat the game. Now, I'm to understand that the game's pretty long. So, especially with the fact that it's pretty challenging because of the bullshit parts, it could be a fun ongoing playthrough for the next couple of weeks to take us into the new releases for August. Alright? So, let's see what happens on Thursday. After that, there's really nothing going on until the next following Tuesday, where there's a big, heavy AAA release everyone's talking about, and I'll talk about that in a moment. What will I be doing from, say, Friday to Tuesday? Well, Doom, if you're not aware, has had a major update. It has two...
Oh, and Doom's update is, like, it's cool. I really wish they added an official survival mode. I mean, they have... I mean, people on Snap Map... It's called Snap Map? Yeah, I think it's called Snap Map. Have made their own survival modes, but it's like I would have liked to have an official one from oh, why am I Bethesda id Software or whatever. I wish they did an official um, survival mode. I don't know why it's like, oh no, you make it.
New multiplayer modes that were added completely for free to the game, and I'd like to check them out. So one day I'm going to do a stream of Doom at some point, alright? In addition, Fallout 4 got a DLC where you can make your own vault. Now, this DLC is supposed to have all kinds of tools and things to build your own vault society, and apparently there is some story tied in with it. Is it the biggest, most exciting DLC ever? Probably not. But I bought the season pass, and I think I want to check it out. It would be cool to maybe see how my own...
He bought the season pass. Didn't he say he's not gonna buy the Fallout 4 season pass? I don't know what video it was, but he was like, I'm not buying any more season passes, and I'm not buying the Fallout 4 season pass. But he got it. Okay. Or did he get that for free? I know he gave one for free, and then Tex got it. I don't know. It's been a long time.
Vault dwellers can survive and stuff, right? So that'll probably be a stream in itself at some point, too. Now, there's always a possibility that maybe I'll play more Overwatch. Maybe I'll have a craving for something else in the meantime. I don't know. It all depends on how things go. But if Sonic 06 goes well, I'm also going to be playing Sonic 2006 a couple times in that span of days to keep the playthrough moving. So there you go. Maybe it could be like Thursday Sonic 06, Friday maybe Doom, Saturday Sonic 06, Sunday the Fallout 4 DLC, Monday more Sonic 06, something like that. Keep that in mind. That'll roughly be what I think what'll be of the next week, okay? And then that Tuesday, which is Tuesday, August 9th, finally a big AAA release we're all been waiting for, No Man's Sky. This is a game we've heard of for years. I mean, we've heard about development for like 3 years now. Every E3 they show off a little bit more.
I heard from Dragon Killer, shout out to you, Dragon Killer, for watching this. Hey man, keep up the good work on your Twitter. But you said that someone's reached the middle of the middle part of the universe in that game, whatever. And I was like, damn, that was very quick. I thought this game was ever expanding, man. I don't know. I feel like that when people say, oh, there's going to be ever expanding stuff, it's never that. Like, you know, like, for example, Metal Gear Solid 5, which is my favorite game. I love that game. I actually am playing it from scratch right now, which is great. They kept saying how there's like, oh, infinite choices to infiltrate and all that. And there's a lot of variety you can use. I mean, there's definitely a lot of options how you can go about a mission. But I would never tell anyone that there's infinite possibilities in that game. I would never say there's infinite because that's ridiculous. But whatever.
We're supposed to be a ridiculous amount of procedurally generated worlds to explore, going through this crazy open galaxy. And the premise sounds amazing. Will the game actually implement into something fun, something functional, and something that turns out to be unique and different? Because the bottom line is, I've never played a game like this before. A galaxy exploration game where you can go...
He has never played a game like this, so will it be unique and different? It already sounds like it is, if you never played a game like that before. You know? Like, I mean, to me, when I saw it, it kind of made me think of Journey. Not... I mean, obviously Journey's not like an ever-expanding world, but like it just reminded me of that because Journey, you're just, you know, on a journey. While in like No Man's Sky, you're just exploring and you're just kind of doing whatever, and it's kind of survival, I guess. But yeah, you know what I mean. You know what I'm talking about.
A ridiculous amount of planets and just see how different the open worlds and environments and things are. And sounds awesome, but will it translate into a good game, or will it be one of these games that's super hyped and bust? I don't know. I'm excited to find out. So that's the first major release of the month, is on August 9th. And then later in the month, we're going to have games like Deus Ex, Mankind Divided. We're going to have King of Fighters 14. There's supposed to be the next episode of the Hitman episodic game this month. There's a strong possibility the final DLC character for Street Fighter V, Urien, will come out. And by the way, I actually played with Urien at a tournament level for a long time, so it'll be cool to see if he's as good as he used to be. There's also Attack on Titans.
He's gonna shit on Urien. Spoiler alert.
first game incarnation, and there's a few other indie style games that are all going to be releasing during the month of August. So that's what I mean about August. It's going to be crazy busy compared to last month.
Yeah, everyone love Attack on Titan. Attack on Titan is okay. I kind of got over that show. Like, I watched both parts, and it was kind of okay. Like, it wasn't like, but it was when I first saw it, and then like after part 2, I kind of stopped caring.
Because there's going to be lots of stuff to move the month along, rather than just, all right, what's the next downtime thing? Geez, Phil's still playing a game from 4 months ago. Nothing like that. It's going to be new stuff, fun stuff, keeping stuff moving. And I think it's going to be an exciting month. All right. So, that's pretty much it for the week in preview. I wish that I could have more info or a better estimate about Patreon and stuff like that. I don't. FYI, if we do not hit the goal for Patreon by the end of tonight, 4.5 hours or whatever, don't worry, because you still get, if you were pledged in July, you're still getting your personal perks, right? Just understand you're still getting all the stuff you qualified for. The only difference is we're not doing the goal for the month. The goal celebration will not happen. So a lot of people, oh my God, well, it's going to, no, you're going to get everything. It's not like because we didn't hit the goal.
Unless you're a $5 patron, you just kind of wasted $5 because you're not going to go on his forums now. There's nothing to do there. So yeah, people who paid $5 got cheated. So good job, Phil. See, this is what I'm talking about. That his goals are stupid and terrible things because it burns people. It burns people. If these goals that he has were worked into the rewards better, it would have been a different story, and he would get more patrons. Because think about it, if he did, let's say he does a monthly or bi-monthly Patron's Choice playthrough, whatever, and he has people who donate $5 to vote for, whatever. If that would gain, it would be easier for newer viewers to kind of be like, I want to do that. I want to be a part of that. It brings them in easier than what he has right now. What he has right now, it's like, do I really want to give this guy my money? Like, it adds more doubt than it should. And that's fucking garbage. And if he's watching this video, or if one of his fans is watching this video and they tell him this idea, then, hey, man, that means Phil actually learned something, because his Patreon he has right now is awful. It's awful. It's objectively awful. Objectively and subjectively, whatever. It's an awful way he's handling it. I mean, hey, if you want to donate to him and support him, that's fine, but it's just the way that he handles it is stupid.
You don't get perks. People are flipping out over stuff. I don't know. People will still get their private Q&A videos. They'll still get their questions answered on Ask the King in early September. They're still going to get their name will appear in the credits of the week in preview starting next week. All that stuff's going to happen. All right, don't worry about it. All right, that's really it. I'm excited. I mean, a crazy week with finally finishing Persona 3, the new Batman game, my Countdown series completing, the Sonic 06 Marathon, and then some other stuff to fill in the gaps. It's going to be a good week. Finally, new stuff. And I hope that if you've been away for a while and now you're checking in because you want to see what's coming to happen in August, hopefully you will definitely check out the stuff this week because, it's going to be fun. And it would be a shame for people to miss out because July was slow and they went elsewhere that they don't come back. I hope you will. All right. That's really it. Thank you, everyone, for watching the week in preview. And right now, without further ado, for the very last time, thank you to the following June patrons, who made this week's Sonic 2006 Marathon possible through their pledges. That's why it's so awesome when people pledge. They make these fun events happen.
Okay, so the people who paid in June did that. But what did the people in July? No, we're in July right now. Okay.
So thanks for that, and I will see you for new gameplay starting tomorrow. Peace out, everyone.
Alright. Hold on, I'm gonna change the because I have something to say, and it's gonna be important. So, hey, if you made it this far, you must be a long-time viewer. So, this will be useful information for you. So, if you like my videos, hey, that's great. Thank you. I'm gonna be making videos. I'm gonna try to make as many videos as I can this coming week. or I guess today, since right now is Monday, August 1st. But Friday, like, from then I'll be taking like 2 weeks off or so. I won't be doing any DSP videos. I will still be active on Twitter, so I'll be there, but I probably won't be in Freedom Chat anymore because uh, I probably won't be doing that kind of stuff because I've a lot of stuff on my plate that I'm gonna be doing. I'm gonna be taking a tiny little break in a way, in a sense. Um, so yeah, I won't be making any more DSP videos for a while during those 2 weeks, and then when I come back, then I'll be doing DSP videos again. So hopefully you're okay with that. I just want to take a break from DSP, but I did get a suggestion for a Let's Endure. It was for Kingdom Hearts. I am not a Kingdom Hearts fan. My brother loves it, so I kind of watched him when he played it. But I know stuff of it, so I will definitely do a Let's Endure of it. So I will do that before Friday. I'll do the uh, countdown video. And there's other stuff I want to do, but yeah, I just want to put in this video because if you want me this far, you're obviously like really into my videos. But yeah, I'm gonna be taking a break. I won't be doing any DSP videos for 2 weeks, starting on Friday. So, uh, I just don't want people to be like, "Where's Theo? Where's he going? And why hasn't he made a video?" Or whatever. I just want to let you guys know that I won't be doing DSP videos for 2 weeks, starting Friday. But I'll hit the ground running when I return. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and I hope you guys understand um, what I'm saying. All right. Okay. Uh, if you have any other lesson doors you want me to check out before Friday or in the future, please put them in the comments and I'll look at them and I'll do them probably. So that's it. Thanks for watching. Hope you guys have a stellar week. And for the 2 weeks I won't see you, have a good 2 weeks watching Tevin's videos for that time. Yes. Later.